all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we're going to do a bit of a channel update because I think the last one I did was last year, to be perfectly honest with you, and I haven't really done one since we've moved or anything like that, and a lot has actually gone on the channel since then, a heck of a lot. So as you all know, we moved home just before Christmas in December, and I've had to completely do a new setup down here. So yeah, it's I don't have my room anymore, which is a huge shame. I do miss it a heck of a lot. And yeah, I can't just shut the door like I used to be able to and just get on with what I need to do. I'm currently in the living room, and it's very, very, very difficult that I have to work around other things now. I'm hoping in the future that I can get my own space, maybe something in the garden, a summer house, shed, or something like that, or I don't know. I'll go on to that a little bit more, but yeah, we are in the living room, so things have changed, and the way things have changed, and I'll go into that a little bit more in this channel update. But yeah, it's finally time to really catch up on what's been going on. So as always, I'll go through the builds first. So the first one is the Titanic. That's coming along really nicely. We haven't really done much progress on the Titanic lately. It seems to have really slowed down at the moment. I mean, we were doing some of the cranes and bits and pieces, and then we went to work on the stand, and now we're working back on the hull again. So it seems really slow at the moment, does that build? Nothing seems to be majorly happening. I'm still loving it because it's the Titanic at the end of the day, and that is my passion, that ship and all the Olympic class liners and other bits and pieces as well. So I still am really enjoying it, but nothing that fascinating has happened really for a while on the build, and it's a little bit disheartening really because for some people it might not, for me, because I love the subjects and everything. It kind of makes you feel a little bit downhearted and wondering what's going on. And I sometimes think that they really need to put something really exciting in there every 20 issues or something, just to kind of keep you interested and keep your passion for the build, because if not, your mind starts wandering, and my mind wanders quite a lot, and yeah, you end up starting to think, right, what can I do to make this a little bit better, and then I can lead down a rabbit hole. So, you know, it is what it is. As you know, we've been starting the Enterprise D build. Now, that is from Fan Home. So this year, I made a promise to myself that I would try and finish off things that we'd started on the channel. And a couple of them is models that we'd started but never finished. So the first one I tackled this year, now we did start this in the channel, was the Lego Death Star. I got that, wow, maybe back in 2012. It was a while ago. And I built it. And I built it brilliantly. And the problem is, at the time, I had nowhere to store it because I didn't have a channel at the time. I was doing part work builds, but I was doing them sat on the sofa, using a coffee table, or sat on the floor building them, and that was when I was doing the Millennium Falcon and the R2-D2 and stuff. So I didn't have a desk, I didn't have a room or any sort of man cave or anything else like that really at the time. But I built it, and yeah, we couldn't really put it anywhere, so it actually went in on top of the fridge in the kitchen. The problem is with that is over time, grease and dust and everything got on it. So the idea was, we knew we were going to move. So the plan was, I stripped it down, I took it to pieces and basically put it into a box. And yeah, I then went through it, I sorted it all out into bags to what it needed to be built again. And that was it. I thought we'd be fine. It came to rebuilding it again at the old place. That was quite early on in the channel, and there was missing pieces. I don't know how we had missing pieces, but there was missing pieces, and I was having problems, and it just stopped, and it never resumed from that point on. It actually, the bits that I got out went under the bed in the main bedroom, and it just again, collected dust and never got done. So I swore when we moved that I would rebuild it. So one of the first things I was doing once I got all my setup here was I was going through every single stage in the instructions, and that's a lot of stages. And I was basically going through every single one, getting the bits out and putting them in order and listing what bits were missing. Now, some of the bits I made a complete cock up. I thought I was missing bits when I wasn't missing bits. I made sure that I'd ordered them bits in, and yeah, it's built. It looks fantastic, and I'm pleased that I've rebuilt it. It does look amazing. I look at it now and it's bigger than what I thought it was. And yeah, I forgot there was bits on it that were on there. So that was another one of that I'd started on the channel but not finished. So as being the year this year or trying to finish things, that was another one. Now the Enterprise D was one of them. I started that build with Eaglemoss. I think it was back in 2021, I believe. And I got to Pack 2 and Eaglemoss started having problems. I'm not going to start ranting on about Eaglemoss because we've been there, done that. We've said all the news about that, but I couldn't get Pack 3. Basically, it was near impossible. They said they were out of stock. They were waiting for new stock to come in, but couldn't guarantee that. And in the end, I just thought, right, I'm just going to cut my losses on this one. I will cancel it, and yeah. So I did that. But it was always one of them that I wish I'd carried on with. And then when it came up with Fan Home that we had the possibility of building this again. Now I'd already got rid of my Pack 1 and Pack 2 parts. I sent them to Daniel's Universe because he was building it. So I had to start back from stage 1 again, which was fine, which is brilliant, and I've been enjoying it. I'm past the point now where I got to on it previously, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's one of them that thing, yeah, I'm glad I went back to it, and we're going to continue building this model, and it will be completed. So that is where the Enterprise D is now. I've got quite a lot backed up on the Enterprise D. I think the other day, I can't remember which one released. I think it was something like 12 or something. No, I think it was 10 that were released. So, you know, we're getting there. I have got up to stage 22, and I've got, like, more on the way. So, you know, there is enough there to build. And I am trying to get them out, but things are now coming back onto their original channel schedules, and I'll get that onto that more in a little bit. So, you know, I'm pleased how that's going. Now, the Lancaster, again, is a new build. It's one I said I was always going to do when it was announced that it was going to come out. We always knew it was going to come out just before the new year, which it did. And it was one of them that I signed up for straight away as soon as the website went live. Funny story behind that is Kev at the Nexus asked me what is in the premium subscription, and I hadn't got a clue because I just signed up. So it was one I was always going to do. It was my dad's favourite aircraft from World War II, was the Lancaster Bomber, and it was something that I wanted to build in memory of him. And, you know, I really enjoyed building a Spitfire, even though we had problems with the Spitfire, and that is, again, another story in another channel update or rant that I've gone into. But hopefully we've learnt all we could with what went wrong with the Spitfire, and we can, hopefully this doesn't go wrong with the Lancaster, and we can make sure we double check everything so it doesn't go wrong. So that is coming along smoothly. Again, that moment is on a weekly schedule, and I'll get on to the weekly schedule in a sec. The camper, yeah, that's coming along nicely. We've been working on the body now for a while. It's starting to come along. Yeah, it's getting there. There hasn't been that much to do in the camper lately, so to record all them, it's been quite easy. quite easy. So, it's coming along, apart from, yet again, we've had another stage in the latest pack where we do nothing at all. We just get given parts, so a little bit disheartening, but, you know, what can we do? The Miura, again, is another one. It's coming along nicely. I think the last pack we did, we're starting to put the bits together now, which is always fantastic, because with these part works, you'll build one part of it, and then you'll build another part of it, then another part of it, and then in the end, they all get combined together, and that's what we're doing on the Miura. I've only got 2 packs to go on that one, so that one's going to be coming to an end very, very soon. The Optimus Prime, now, things with fan home deliveries are a little bit slow, and the Optimus Prime seems to have been hit with that quite badly. I have had payment taken for the next pack. When I get that, I don't know, because I mean, we're talking it takes 2 weeks from it saying it's been dispatched to actually arrive at your doorstep. So there's probably going to be a couple of weeks now where there will be no Optimus Prime until it comes in, and then that can go on a weekly schedule. I have got other videos, I've got Enterprise I can release in that time and stuff like that. But you know, I'm just waiting for parts, and that's the honest thing with the Optimus Prime. It's a fantastic model. I'm not criticising the detail or the way it's put together. It's amazing. I just wish we'd get regular deliveries of it. I think that's just one thing we're saying. Please, look, can we have the regular deliveries? We're well into it now. This should have settled down, and it hasn't done. So when that comes, that will be back up ASAP. And then we've got a new build that is going to be coming in the next few weeks, which is this.
The legendary U-96 U-boat. Reconstruct the notorious World War II submarine in 1:48 scale with die-cast metal hull, stunningly detailed interior, and remote-controlled features. Follow online instructions to build your piece of naval history. Order at u96-collection.com and receive these great gifts with your subscription.
So guys, yes, I'm going to be doing the U-96 longboat from Hachette, and I've already got stages 1 and 2. They have come. Now that will be coming into the channel in a couple of weeks. What I'm going to be doing on that is I'm going to be waiting until I get my next pack, and once I've received my next pack of the U-96, I'll start releasing it. It's just so I'm a little bit ahead with the packs and the deliveries, and then if I get a very short stage, I can then put 2 out if needs be. It's just a way of keeping an eye on things. I'm not in any rush to do this. This is going to be quite a long build. It's like I said, every build you do is a commitment. It's not just a 6 months, 12 months commitment. You're talking 2-3 year commitment, and it is a lot, but it is worth it, and it will be worth it. And I'm really getting, you know, when I started doing the Spitfire, I started really getting interested in World War II aircraft and all that kind of thing. So this is kind of a new one for me, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. It is going to be a superb model when it's done. But yeah, I can't wait to start building on that one. Now the last one is the DeLorean. As you know, that's been a huge commitment. You talk about 2-3 year commitment. This is a huge commitment. Is the DeLorean. Obviously, we started that with Eagle Moss. That went belly up, and then we have finishing it off with Fan Home. So the car is finished up to the movies 1 and 2. We're now working on the number 3 car, which is Back to the Future 3 car, which is the hood box, the rails, and we get the train wheels as well. I'm enjoying that. It is very interesting, and I can't wait to finish it off. I wanted to do the number 3 car because basically, you know, it is my favourite film out of all 3 of them. It really is, and I wanted to finish this off. I wanted to go to the end of the entire journey with this. It was one mod that when I said I started it, I wanted to heavily mod it, which I've done. I'm still modding it, so we did the hub box upgrade. And I'm also going to be looking at getting the train wheel caps, the magnetic ones as well, so they're easier to change. So that is one model that I said that I would mod the heck out of it because I wanted to. I wanted to see what it was like, and it's not disappointed. Really has not disappointed. So that's been a DeLorean. I will mention though one that we have finished this year so far, and that is the Rossick motorcycle. Oh, what a build that has been. I mean, when you look at it now, it looks amazing. It really does look the part, but it's been a heck of a journey getting there, and a heck of a frustrating journey getting there. It's not the easiest build to do, and there's lots of pipes, and I've had to learn a lot of things that I didn't even know, skills that I didn't even know I needed to build that bike, but it's completed, it's done. And it does look superb at the end. So if you're doing it, keep with it, guys. It is worth it in the end when you put all the fairings on and you see the finished product. So what I'm talking about earlier was the schedule. Now, before we did have a bit of a schedule on the channel, I like to do certain builds on certain days and release them on certain days. It's my OCD just plays out with me. I like it organised, and that's how I've always liked it. So, the way things are going at the moment, the schedule goes that on a Monday will be Titanic. Titanic's always been on a Monday, so that is still going to get released on a Monday. Julie came up with the idea of Trekkie Tuesdays, so we have the Enterprise D going to be released on a Tuesday. We have the Lancaster Bomber, that is going to be released on a Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that. On a Thursday, we are going to have the Camper Van, so that will be released every Thursday. And then on a Friday will be the Lamborghini Miura. And then on a Saturday will be the Optimus Prime, which is quite a nice one for the weekend, really. It's nice his release as well. Sunday was basically going to be DeLorean and any other model, but now I'm decided to do the U96. The U96 will come out on a Sunday. Now, the DeLorean will still be coming out. That will be fitted in wherever I can. It might be that we get 2 videos out for the day, but that's going to be the schedule. Now, the way things have been going, everything is more or less on the schedule now. So the Titanic, that's on the schedule every week. The Enterprise, I'm still catching up a bit on that one, so there might be 2 or 3 videos released on a Tuesday for the Enterprise. The Lancaster, that is on a weekly schedule now, so that will be 1 release every week. The Camper Van is the same, that will be 1 release every week. And then the Lamborghini Miura, that will be 1 every week as well, because all that's caught up. Now, the only one I'm waiting now to come in, so I can put that back on a weekly schedule, is the Optimus Prime. So as soon as I get delivery of the Optimus Prime, I can do the next stage, and that will be then on the weekly schedule on a Saturday. In the meantime, until that comes on, you'll probably get Enterprise, maybe get DeLorean or whatever that will come out. And then the Sunday will be the U96 when I start building that, and I'm looking forward to all the builds. So like I said, the Enterprise, I've got up to stages 22 with 4 more on the way, so that takes me up to stages 26. So I've still got quite a bit of catch up to do on that, but I'm enjoying it, and that will be quite 2 or 3 videos until I'm caught up, and I can put that definitely on the weekly schedule. One thing that is going to be happening this year, and it is going to be quite a lot of models are going to be finishing in 2024. The first one that will be finishing in May. Now, I'm not building this, but you've seen it on the channel, will be the Disney Dolls House that Julie is building. That finishes in May, so not much longer to go on that one. I don't think Hachette are going to do the extension for that one. I think we would have seen it on the website or in the magazines by now if they were planning to do that. So I don't think that's going to happen. The DeLorean and the Miura, they will be finishing in June. So that's another 2 that will be finishing in June. So again, a great year for finishes on the channel. The Camper will be finishing in July, because that goes up to stages 120. So that's another one that we finished in this year. And then later down the line in October, I'm not even thinking about October at the moment because I'm looking forward to summer. I hate winter. Will be the Titanic. That will finish in October by my workings out of, you know, what we're getting and how far it goes up to, which is issue 140 on that one. So that's like 5 models that are finishing this year. Now, I've already got the U96 that's come in as a new build, and I am hopefully planning to do the Agora Apache that is due out in summer this year. So I've got quite a few finishing. Now, I've got no more on the cards right now that I can think about, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know. It depends what comes out. At the moment, a lot of things seem to be coming out. So I don't know if something comes out later down the line that I might say, you know, yeah, that might be for me, and everything. So, yeah. Let me turn the page in my notes. The Trumpeter Titanic. Now, that's slowed down, obviously, with the move. I have got that out and I've been working on it. It's very slow progress, and I'm at the point now where I need to start looking at getting the remote control gear for it. So that'll be the servos, the motors, and the remote control equipment for all that. I also need to get the KA kit for it, which is well, it's the upgrade kit for it. Before I can start doing more work on it. And I also need to order the rudder and the rear for the central propeller kit from Shapeways. But the postage on that, because it's from America, is quite high. It's not the cheapest in the world. So yeah, I'm saving pennies at the moment. Now, I will go into any recent news that's been coming along. So we have had, over the last week or so, a new release or a trial from Hachette Parks, and it's this.
Exterminate!
Okay, so we have a 1-2 scale Dalek in trial. Now, I honestly at the moment cannot see any reason why this model won't go into full production. I think it's going to be very popular within the UK with fans of Doctor Who. It won't happen here though. It's not something I want to do. To be perfectly honest with you, I mean, I'm a kid of the 80s, and I remember my dad watching Doctor Who just before I'd go to bed in the 80s, and it scared the bejesus out of me. I mean, I was watching things with goodness knows in things that are probably worse, but that scared the life out of me and would give me nightmares. And it's not something I've rewatched when they remade it or anything. So for me, that build definitely is not on the cards. It's just not something I would like to build. And I only, like I said, I only ever do builds that really perk my interest or that I'm really into or have a special meaning for me. And that is the way I want to stick to it. I don't want to start going down the road of, well, okay, that's going to be a popular build. I'll do that one because it's going to be really popular. It's not like that. When you're investing, like I said earlier, you're investing 2-3 years into these builds and money. You want something that you're going to say, you know what, that means a lot to me, or that really isn't my street. That's something I really want to do. So, I can't do something that doesn't interest me. So that's why I haven't really done like the 1966 Batmobile, because it's not my thing. The same with the Tumbler, same with the Alien, and it's just, you've got to understand that, yeah, that's the way I work, and it's the way I want to do things. And it's when you're paying out for these things, if it was different, like say a company was sponsoring you, said, look, we'd like to send you this to build, yeah, that's fine, I would do it. But for me, I have to do something with meaning. So the way recordings are done now is obviously because now I'm in the living room, which is not great, because living room, you have to go through that door to go through another door to get into the kitchen. So you can understand in here is just like a rail platform, really. It's coming and going all the time. So the way I'm going to do my recordings is differently. What I would do normally when I did my recordings, I would do them all on a Friday for the week. So I'd record one issue of each video of each model, and then they would get released during the week. The problem is with that now is I can't do that. It's just impossible. So what I'm doing now is as the builds come in, so I'll get another pack, say, I don't know, pack of the Optimus Prime. I will record them all in one go, upload them to YouTube all in one go, and then release them weekly. And that's the way I'm having to do it at the moment to keep on top of things, because I was trying to do it the way I was doing it before down here. It was impossible. I couldn't get anything done, and the builds were just falling behind. I mean, we're into March. I started back up in January. We're soon in April, and I'm just barely catching up now to it, and I've really had to dedicate quite some late evenings into building the builds on an evening. It's just the way it is, and I can't help that. I mean, that does lead me on to my next one, is that I really am wanting to start pushing the Patreon and the membership for the channel. I do have a Patreon, and there also is channel membership on here as well, which you can join. You can join either Patreon, channel membership. They all do the same, so you know, whatever happens, it will come out on both. So if it's a Patreon membership video only, that will, you know, it'll happen on both. If it's, you know, early release, that will happen on both. And I'm hoping if I can build up the Patreons and the memberships, then I can look at putting that towards hopefully maybe something in the garden, an outside area where I can just literally go in there and I can shut the door like I used to be able to. And you know, I'm hoping if that kicks off and I can get more patrons and channel members, then I can start maybe doing, you know, Patreon channel member live streams. So people can watch me do that, whether it's a build or whatever, you know, I can do that as well. And that probably will be just me on my own building away. There are other things as well, you know, the Patreon and channel memberships, you know, I haven't done for a while, but what I was doing before we moved is I was making sure that all the videos went on there before they went out on general release. So, you know, if you wanted to see a sneak peek of what was coming up, you know, they were there for patrons and channel members. But the people that were the channel members and patrons, I didn't see them really watch them. But I was still doing it. I was still doing it because that's what I promised. I haven't done it for a while because of obviously what's been going on. And I'm really wanting to try and push that a little bit more. So if you want to become a Patreon or a channel member, which is just supporting the channel, then please check out the description down below. The link for Patreon is down below, and then there is the channel membership, which is the join button down below where you can join to become a channel member, whichever is easiest. But you know, please have a look. It really will help out me a lot. I'm not one of these people that likes to sort of mention it every video or, you know, stuff like that, but it's there and it really does help, because whatever I make on them, it goes back into the channel. So I've been able to get more cameras to make better views. I've been able to get better tools so that I can do the models easier. Everything that's gone from that kind of side of it just all goes back into the channel, which makes things so much better, and hopefully better for you guys as well. So that is my another push for the year, as well as to finish off models that I started but never finished, is to look at the Patreon and channel members. So please check it out if you can, if you have time. Please check it out. Your name will appear at the end of every video that I do, and also you get early release on videos. If it starts to build up more, I can then do competitions for my channel members and Patreons. And I can also then start looking, if there is that there, I can start looking at doing live streams as well. I don't know when that would be, but we can have a look at doing them. And, you know, it really does interest me in getting that done. So, yeah, please check that out if you can do. It really does help a lot. So basically, yeah, that's my channel update for the first one this year so far. Hopefully I'll do another one in a month's time and we'll see where we are from there. See if the members have gone up or the patrons have gone up, and yeah, hopefully things have moved on the channel. Hopefully everything's on a schedule, so things are moving nice and smoothly. And yeah, it's been a heck of a ride. It really has. Moving home is not easy, but it's something we needed to do because there was a lot of factors why we had to move, and sacrifices had to be made. And the major sacrifice was I couldn't have my hobby room anymore. I had to use the living room. And hopefully, you know, if I can get something out in the garden where I can just go in there, shut the door like I used to do, that would be perfect. I'd probably be in there all day. I honestly would be in there all day. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this channel update of mine. I think I've rabbited on for enough. I don't really like doing these where it's just me talking face to camera because, yeah, sometimes I think I'm boring or I'm going to muck something up or whatever. But I hope you enjoyed this. And, yeah, hopefully we'll get one done in another month's time. And, yeah, onwards and upwards. So if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. It really does help the channel, guys. It really helps with the analytics. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, you know, and it really helps out me on YouTube. And if you hit the notification bell, the bell icon by the side of it, it'll let you know when I release any videos or any news or content on the channel as well. What I always say is, as for always, guys, and I've said this since 2020 because we were all given the thing in lockdown of stay home, stay safe. And that's why I always say, as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now.